All right, bet.
Bro, my heart swelled. Hey.
I am trying to talk on the get the show started.
No, I'm just saying when she rolled past me, I heard Sade singing in my head.
Mute his ass. Oh my god. I ain't never done that to nobody before. I swear I thought it was gonna be Freddie, ladies and gentlemen. But that sounds like a lovely way to introduce the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Buck. It's your favorite show, by the way, if you ain't know that. But I got here my boys Sharper and Dev. He goes by King Dev. Fellas, this fool. Fellas, how y'all going? We're gonna start with King Dev since Sharper's in timeout.
Oh my god, man. What's going on, Trey? How's you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good about yourself.
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
All
What a
right.
great way to start the show.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful way to start the show. Beautiful way to start the show. Now let's see what happens when we unmute him. Y'all know how it goes. He usually be chatty, but let's see what happens. Sharp, how's everything with you, baby?
Everything's going good, man. Just waiting for this Mystics game.
Hey, you know what? I ain't even put in my predictions by the way on today's festivities. It is kind of crazy, but that actually sounds like a solid way to talk about the season. Actually, it's NBA off season. We've been talking about WNBA for a while. So I just wanted your thoughts on these couple pickups. What was your thought on the Suns acquiring Bradley Beal?
I personally don't like it.
Okay,
I think
okay.
that I think it disrupts them. They should just went out and got a point guard, an actual point guard, because I don't want D Book playing the one because that that means that he's going to be facilitating, and I don't want him to facilitate. I just want bro to shoot, get to
But
your
he
spot,
just
shoot the
but he,
ball.
he did show last year in the playoffs and throughout his career too that he can facilitate. And we do talk about players evolving and becoming complete players. We highlight okay Jamal Murray. He came out on as a point guard, playmaking the ball. Not getting too many turnovers, but like double digits assists. So we've seen that Jokic is highlighted on his passing. Even people like Trey Young, Lamelo Ball, all these guards are getting highlighted as their passing. And knowing that D Book can and knowing that the people he's passing it to is Brad Beal and KD or Aiton or maybe some other 3 and D wing who like more than likely can get a quick little bucket. Like I think that's not a bad deal. Like so I do hear you on the from a disruption standpoint. Maybe defensively it might not be the best pairing, but I don't know. I think you kind of give the keys a little bit to D Book in a sense, and it's like go play pickup. Like it's either go like you're a scoring threat who now gets to play make. And I think we've seen that with James Harden, except now you have better teammates on your team. It's just who's going to do the hustle plays, who's going to be the defenders. And I think overexerting these players could be a little worrisome because they both had, like, Katie had injury. D Book had hammy injuries real quick. Brad Beal had injuries. So, I do worry about that aspect. But it is interesting. I could see them winning the championship. Would you put money on them winning the championship at all if you could? Okay, got you. Keep that easy, easy, easy. Let me see who else we got here. Kristaps Porzingis. Do you feel like that makes the Celtics the favorite next season? You're pairing
No,
them really. Now, I mean, I'm just giving a little background. This is a 20-point per game scorer who was called the unicorn before and still called the unicorn, nickname wise. So I mean, stretch the floor out, also give you 2 blocks, almost 10 rebounds. That don't help out the Celtics for you.
how many games do you think he can average in the season playing wise?
Well, he played 65, 68 last season. He looked stronger, looked healthy. So I mean, if you're talking about the injury history, yeah, that could be a little worrisome. But I think
And
also
Boston can't afford that.
they can't
That's my
afford that, right? Yeah, I'll give you that. But you also
they really can't.
it's a gamble. It's a gamble because again, like you said, like the health factor you got to worry about. But I gotta say, I do like the addition. I think again, bigs take a little while to develop. He came into the league not too long ago. About 5 years you got to take to develop, and I think he came in like what was it, year 8 now, something like that. So 7, 8, something like that. So I think you might be safe on this gamble, bro. I really do think you might be safe on this gamble. But I understand trepidation though, especially you losing Marcus Smart, the heart and soul of your
Yeah, that
team.
one hurt me, and I'm not even a Celtics fan. When I saw that they let him go to the Grizzlies of all teams,
I mean, but to be fair though, the Grizzlies, okay, you got Tyus Jones, Ja Morant, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain. Like I understand Marcus Smart can defend a lot of people, but like respectfully, he's gonna have to come off the bench. But you already got Tyus Jones there. So I mean, it almost feels redundant. It doesn't seem like it addresses a need specifically. He can start, but if you're gonna have a 3 guard lineup with Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain, Ja Morant, who gonna be guarding the small forward spot?
wait,
Marcus Smart.
hold on. You have a three. You thinking of a 3 guard lineup? I have it with when he comes back. Ja, Marcus, Desmond, Triple J, and Steven Adams.
Well, yeah, the bigs we
The
know
bigs,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, the bigs we know about. I don't like 1 through 3 having to guard someone else's 1 through 3. Like Desmond
Mm,
Bain is a good defender, 6'5". Marcus Smart, about 6'3", 6'4". John Morant, about 6'3", 6'4". About 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". Like he's just athletic. So I mean, like I said, Marcus Smart has shown he can guard centers, he can guard play instance. So I wouldn't want him being my 3, my small forward. I need to replace him from that standpoint.
I'm gonna say this. That me personally, I would try to put Desmond on the bench then, because Marcus is too good of
Can't,
he's too good of a
can't,
defender.
can't.
I'm telling you, he's too good
Yeah.
of a defender. Like literally, he is what they like. They literally say it's saying this. They replaced Dylan Brooks with Marcus Smart. That's what they did. Honestly,
If Marcus Smart was 6'7", I would be okay with that. But unfortunately, he's not that tight. And when I'm talking about Desmond Bain, I got to look at a man who can give me 20 to 25 points, possibly maybe 20 to 22. And then on top of that, give me about 4 assists with some solid defense himself. Maybe not Depoy, but from a guard perspective, respectfully, Marcus ain't giving me that. Like
all all,
he's not.
all I'm saying is like, look, I want both of the depoys on the court at the same time starting. They're back to back depoys, I believe. I believe Marcus won it last year, and then Jason just
I'm
won it
cool.
this year.
I get that logic. I get that logic because you do want to have a good defensive team. I'm just saying I can't put Bane on the like if I got to put Bane on the bench, like it we're pretty much having a start or cut scenario right now, Bane or
Yeah,
Marcus Smart, and I would think most people would agree with me on you got to start Desmond Bain, but that's interesting too because Marcus Smart also has his notoriety, his cachet amongst the league, so I can understand why you want to go that route, but okay, I mean I get it. That's tough. That I don't know if that classifies as a hot take or not. But that is interesting. That is interesting. What are your?
yeah. I do like the pickup though because of the fact that John needs that veteran presence. He
Oh
do.
yeah. From a Ja Morant standpoint, it works out wonders.
Yeah,
He's somebody if you plan on keeping Ja Morant, I would actually be okay with keeping Marcus Smart there for giving him the Udonis Haslam role.
basically.
Yeah,
But that's not happening because the second he hits free agency, he's gonna head back to Boston.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, champ. I mean, you trade me, I might feel some type of way. I might find some value on another team. I don't necessarily, and who knows? Maybe Boston does not want him back. Like they don't really be bringing back guards like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But speaking of guards, what's your thoughts then on CP3 going to the Warriors? Does that make it? I asked this earlier to some people. Does that make the game of basketball more entertaining for you? Seeing Steph Curry and Chris Paul on the same team as opposed to being rivals to a degree? No?
I
Damn,
mean,
nobody else finds that entertaining? That's so
I
tough.
don't find
Okay.
that entertaining at all.
Okay.
But it's only because CP is washed. Like I
Wash
don't see any. Yeah, he's washed.
Wash is so tough. That's so tough. Do you
Like,
think
come on now. He got tossed by the Wizards. The Wizards.
what do you mean?
They didn't keep him. They didn't keep him in that trade. They
Why
just
would
said,
but why would you keep Chris Paul at age like 38? Not like I'm not keeping Chris Paul at this age.
point exactly, point exactly.
But on the Warriors though, like they're not the Wizards aren't a championship team. You should have
I
wish
don't.
I wish
If I have Steph Curry, I don't need Chris Paul.
I don't
Period.
know because you need that you
And
need
I
someone
don't want.
to help
We're
you
not
need
gonna put Chris Paul on the bench,
you need
are we?
you can put Chris Paul on the bench. What you talking about? Why can't I?
Well, I'm
You
just saying.
now you can play Chris Paul with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, but you do not have to start them at all. They do not. It can easily be the Warriors starting five with CP3 on the bench, mentoring the young boys and getting them boys right. Because you got an athletic Jonathan Kuminga over there still. You got a Moses Moody who can shoot. You got a whole bunch of players who are young and up and coming. So I personally think
Make him
you
a
know,
coach then.
I,
Because all I'm saying is that in that series, in the every playoff game I've seen CP, and he only did good in one game in last playoffs. And I'm like,
well, last playoffs he was also injured. Like, he pulled his
can
hammy.
can I- can I- can I rant a little bit? Just real quick. I hate it that these players use injuries as an excuse and then they still proceed to play. If you're injured, don't play, because if you use it as an excuse, we're gonna get mad. It's like you had a built-in excuse to beat garbage.
Did he come back game 5?
Now, if he injured, sat out, and came back too early, I that's still somewhat your fault, but it's also some of the organization's fault because they still have some stops in getting you to, relax and get better. What happened?
Oh, we got some stuff. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
is it interesting?
yeah,
Because
no,
my thing hasn't been going on. It hasn't been
oh,
going off.
we got some stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just go ahead and get right to it. Let me just do
Trey
this.
bomb? You
As,
gonna get a Trey bomb?
like, yo, all right. So we got here, um, breaking
Oh
news:
yeah, I did see that.
Kyrie Irving, 3 years, 126 M's. But then also Draymond back on 100 M's. Jeremy Grant returning to the Blazers for $160 over 5 seasons.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
I don't
What?
know if Damian
Whoa!
Lillard
Wait.
is leaving now. That's
He's
interesting.
he's
But
not.
then you got Lakers getting Gabe Vincent 3 years, 33 mil. The Wizards got him Kuzma 4 years, 102 mil. But to be fair, who else were they doing anything with? Bruce Brown going to the Pacers on 2 years, 45 mil. That's good on that man.
Yeah,
And then you got
he
the
got a bag.
Bucks agreeing with Chris Middleton on 3 year, 102 M deal.
Terrible deal. That's
Jakob
terrible.
Poeltl 4 years to the Raptors. Cam Johnson 4 years, $108. I ain't mad at these deals, bro. Like who?
The
Let me
only
ask
one
you
I'm
this.
mad about is that Middleton one because he didn't play a lot last year. You
Well,
should have got him at a discount.
let me ask you this. All right, which one do you like the best?
Which one? Oh, out of all of them?
Yeah, out of all of these, which one do
Oh,
you like?
the Gabe Vincent one is amazing. You're getting a guard that can start, and you're getting him for $11 million. That's an incredible deal.
Well, you said who again?
The Gabe Vincent deal to the Lakers. That's an amazing deal.
I mean, he played real well this past playoffs. I'm curious
And I
if
feel like he could complement LeBron.
yeah. Now I will say this: I'm curious if it continues. But for $33 million, 3 years is a little shaky. 3 years is a little interesting. But I'm okay with $11 million of the budget being gone. Because again, he showed as a starter, he shows effort, comes from that Heat culture. So I'm not mad at that. I'm really not mad at that.
I'm not a big fan of Kyrie going back to the Mavs.
I don't mind it because you don't have anything else going for you, respectfully. Like
The only
you
reason
really
why is because that's Luca's team. Like, I don't want that's so bad defensively in a starting lineup. It's so
not
bad.
really. Because so you got Kyrie who at least has shown to try, and then you got Luca who maybe has not. So I'll give you that. But you also got players like Josh Green, I think they could have utilized Christian Wood a little bit more last year. Same with JaVale McGee. So I think they do have players that can complement those two when you're talking about defense because they're going to bring up a lot of offense. So you gotta have players to complement. You also want one more player to help complement because I like Timmy. Don't get me wrong, Timmy cool, but Tim Hardaway is my third option offensively. I personally feel like I can do a little bit better, but because of how Luca and Kyrie are kind of like they're 1 and 3, so I need that next person to be like a big. I don't need my guard being
You
that.
know who they should go after?
Who you got?
Brooke Lopez.
I mean, Brooke Lopez at age 36, 37 be a nice little addition to the team. I thought of
Hey,
Nikola
he's
Vucevic.
37.
Yeah, 36, 37. I thought of Nikola Vucevic for a second, but he just got a nice little 3-year extension by the Bulls. I don't know why the Bulls are trying to do that. Maybe they could try to blow it up and then get someone like Derek Lively off the Mavs, which I do think people need to pay attention to. Derek Lively from Duke, be patient with him. He was a former number one. No. He was He was the number one player out of high school, then got an injury. And then got injured. And it's when you came into Duke, you
No,
saw
I'm
him.
not. I was only laughing because he's from Duke. I didn't know he was
Yeah,
from
that's
Duke.
why I always say that because like I know he's from Duke and I know people, and I'm a Duke fan, so I don't want to know. I don't want to think it's biased. Like I'm genuinely saying be patient with him. But if you can flip him for someone like Boosie right now, I would entertain that. That would be interesting. But I think they need some type of big man to help him out a little bit more too. And from a defensive standpoint, I don't know if Boosie can get the job done. Miles Turner would be ideal though. I would say that would, and you do have the pieces to make that trade happen. So, but Kyrie is interesting. I really like the Jeremy Grant pickup. Like I really like the Jeremy
Yeah,
Grant.
and I like that too because he improves every year,
Yep, and
every
he's a
single year.
nice lanky forward. He was on the Nuggets in 2020, and that was the team that went to the finals. He did real well for them, so he showed he can perform in the playoffs as well. But not to mention too, what I feel like this deal does is I wonder if we gonna like I wonder if this help keeps Dame in house. I think Jeremy Grant's like 28 right now. So by the end of this trade, by the end of this deal, he'll be like 33.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if this means that they're trying to keep Damian Lillard. Because if they're not, I mean, Grant is somebody who you can try to finesse on the deal for somebody else, or get a couple pieces back. Because you're not going to win as the Blazers if you don't have Damian Lillard on your squad.
Right.
So that
I
I
feel like they're trying to keep Dame.
I
No.
hope so, and I hope that's what this is saying too, bro. Because like if that is that's smart on their part. I personally say the
Even
Blazers.
though I would have loved to see him on the Nets, that would have been an amazing team to watch. Oh my god, that and the Heat, those two
It would have been
teams.
interesting teams, especially with how the Heat look this year. But I will say I liked it. I like Shaden Sharp. I did see
Me too.
reports that they're not trying to bring back Cam Reddish, which that does hurt me because I do like Cam Reddish, especially on that team.
Me
Um,
too.
and Cam Reddish is someone who people sleep on. Is highly disappointing. I'm not
I ain't gonna
just
lie to you, the Lakers could pick him up.
we should pick him up, but we're not going to. I bet you. But yeah, no, like in terms of them, like they're making some good pickups. Also, Scoot Henderson's on that team as well, so they need another big, and then they'd be good to go for real, for real. I don't like Nurkic at all, but now
Me
these
neither.
NBA, but yeah, now these NBA free agents though, they looking kind of smooth, my boy. What we gonna do? 'Cause I ain't gonna keep you up here too long. Just wanted to make sure I gave the folks one more time for the one time at what we see today, because it's day damn one, Vivian. It's day damn one. So there's gonna be more trades next time we talk, next time we see happen. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say thank you, Devin, for coming on the show. I greatly appreciate it. Did you have anything you want to say before we close up shop?
I want to give a quick shout out to my photography and videography company that I just joined called NFAE No Filter All Explicit. Check us out on Instagram. Give us a like. I just got done shooting in Florida at Disney World for my vacation. I got some fire pictures up there. Show us some love, please.
Okay, got you. Now I'll definitely do that. Send me the link, and we'll definitely get that popping,
I
my boy.
got you.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, With that, we will end the show. I greatly appreciate you all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. Devin, again, I appreciate you for joining. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, again, also continue to watch the WNBA. League Pass is only $25. It ain't that damn much. Pay some money. Real
And if you got cable, there's so many games on cable now.
Prime too as well. Prime got
Like,
some
come
big,
on.
yeah, they got some games up there as well, ladies and gentlemen. So
And they
definitely
be
go ahead.
cooking when they on TV. Hey,
Yeah.
Lady Aces all the way though. Lady Aces.
Bandwagoners. It's so crazy. I'm a smart fan until I die. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. But now I hope you all enjoy it. Take care.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.